Egyptian President Abdel Fattah El-Sisi arrived at Entebbe International Airport earlier today and was received by Dr. Ruhakana Rugunda alongside Egyptian Ambassador to Uganda and officials from the Egyptian Embassy in Kampala. President El-Sisi later inspected a guard of honor before proceeding to State House Entebbe for official talks with President Museveni. During the bilateral meeting, the two leaders discussed trade, industrialization, regional security, renewable energy, and sustainable utilization of Nile waters. President Museveni called for practical cooperation aimed at fighting poverty and accelerating socio-economic transformation across Africa. The president highlighted environmental degradation and encroachment on wetlands within the Nile basin, saying population pressure and limited economic opportunities continue to push communities into fragile ecosystems. On regional affairs, Museveni raised concerns over instability in Libya, the conflict in Palestine, and tensions involving Iran, calling for dialogue and peaceful solutions. President El-Sisi congratulated Museveni on his recent election victory and commended his leadership. The Egyptian leader pledged support for Uganda's development agenda, particularly in fish farming, renewable energy, and industrialization. El-Sisi also urged African countries to focus on value addition instead of exporting raw materials. The Egyptian president announced plans to establish a joint business council to strengthen trade and investment between Uganda and Egypt. On the Nile basin, President El-Sisi said Egypt remains committed to dialogue and cooperation despite increasing water scarcity challenges. Egypt also reaffirmed readiness to finance water-related infrastructure projects in Uganda through the Nile Development Fund.
The two leaders reaffirmed their shared commitment to strengthening bilateral cooperation and deepening strategic partnerships between the two countries aimed at delivering tangible benefits for their peoples. In that regard, the two leaders directed their respective relevant institutions to operationalize the outcomes of the historic visit of His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni to Egypt in August 2025 and build on the previous bilateral agreements and communiques to achieve mutual benefit of their people. The two presidents expressed satisfaction with the growing economic relations between the two countries and directed their respective relevant institutions to prioritize trade and investments in high-impact sectors, including agro-industrialization, pharmaceuticals, renewable energy, integrated water resources management, and critical infrastructure, in addition to value addition in minerals.
Dorcas Kimono, UBC News.